Hello friends, Incurably Crafty Orm here. Today's video is going to be another inventory video, but what I'm going to show you it's going to take a little bit of an explanation because there are LARPing purposes and real life purposes to this. So today what I'm going to show you guys are magic wands that I've made. Yes, you heard me correctly, magic wands. The LARPing stuff is going to take a little bit longer to explain, so I'll get down to the real world reason why I have or keep a magic wand. Obviously, I'm not throwing fireballs out of these things. That's kind of ridiculous. But they, like any other object that has purpose or meaning to somebody, are excellent utensils for meditation. Um, because I'm somebody who's been trying to quit smoking for a long time, it does also help me to have something to hold on to that's sort of like a long, thin, like a cigarette shape. But for all intents and purposes, I'm also an artist, so it speaks well to me to have something that kind of feels like holding a pen or a pencil, um, and something that I feel I can pour my energy into through, etc. Other people who meditate probably understand what I'm talking about. People who don't know about like this spiritualistic stuff probably think I sound nuts. So there's three I'm going to show you. This one's mine. This is there's three different styles, so I'm going to explain them each. This one is the most basic. It's a typical duelist wand. For Harry Potter fans, to put it in these terms, I'm a Slytherin. Um, the mother of my children is a Ravenclaw, and so is our oldest daughter. Um, but this one's mine. Though when I make these, it's not really in like Harry Potter terms. I like the way J.K. Rowling did that with like the different materials together and blah blah blah. I kind of just go based on the wood. Um, so mine is pine. It's super light for real life, meditating and stuff like that. It's just a comfortable thing for me to hold on to. I can hold it any which way I want. I can hold it like a pencil. I can, hold it like a drumstick. I did also play drums when I was a kid in my reenacting regiment, or the reenacting regiment I started with. But what I did for these is it's one of those dowel pieces. For this one was pine inside of a bamboo tube, in which has another thicker pine piece at the end of it that's fitting in pine male to bamboo female, but the outer part of it is a little thicker. And then all wrapped up and painted with nail polish because it has a really nice finish to it. And then the end there I topped with see there, it's a knob from a drawer. I had a whole bunch of mismatched ones, so got to put them to use there. The next one is actually my oldest daughter's because she turned 11 recently, so she got her Hogwarts letter and all that fun stuff. She's a Ravenclaw. This one's hers. Mine's a duelist wand, average size, average magic output in terms of LARPing. Um, average, so like average spell speed and attack power, basically, or magic effectiveness. This one's an assassin's wand. She's really into Quidditch, so I made her something that would effectively fit in a gauntlet pretty well. That would also fit, on a belt or something like that, or in a boot, and stay out of her way if she's, in theory, LARPing, she's on a broomstick, whatever. You know what I mean? So it's other doorknob to cap the end. This one is it's all one solid piece of oak going down that just tapers. And assassin's wands for LARPing purposes, for real life purposes for her, it's a room decoration. It goes on her wall with a bunch of her other cool, nerdy, collectible stuff. But it's all one solid piece of oak. In LARPing terms, an assassin's wand is small, high speed spell output, so you can just rapid cast. Slightly lower spell effectiveness. Not that much, but if you're going up against someone with a duelist wand and it's attack spell versus attack spell, you're probably actually going to win with the assassin's wand, just because 3 spells at 75% damage versus 1 spell at 100% damage. You don't get hit with that 1 spell and you stack yours, you got it. It's all just a matter of speed and timing. Because LARPing's a lot of fun, and it's fun to use your imagination no matter how old you get. Part of the fun for me when I make this kind of stuff is coming up with like backstories or fanciful uses for this kind of stuff. And like, I like numbers because I play a lot of things like Dungeons and Dragons and Elder Scrolls, Magic the Gathering, and stuff like that. I like numbers because I like kind of watching my progress, but writing out the stats for stuff like this is just a lot of fun for me, and trying to figure out what would beat what. So I'm going to put it all in terms for you. This next one is my fiance's, who is also a Ravenclaw. And this one is a specialist wand. The end of this one is the inside of a knob piece, but they lock together. It's actually the other side of mine. So our wands are sort of connected. And it's supposed to look like a unicorn horn. What I did was I took silicone. It's kind of just seeing this lighting. I took silicone, and as I was going down with the bottle after I coated the whole thing, I took a little bit of extra, and I just kept spinning this slowly as I was going down. And it made that cool spirally unicorn horn effect. And then again, different nail polish for the silver, maroon, and teal. And then I used and hers is willow. And I used an old shop towel for the fur on it to give it kind of a more naturey look. So it's supposed to be like a unicorn horn with like the mane fur, sort of. But specialist wands are slightly slower casting speed, 80% casting speed. So 100 is just your midline. Anything above 100 is extra. Anything below 100 is, but 100 is your flat line, basically. So this is 100% attack speed, 100% spell effectiveness, 150% attack speed, 75% spell effectiveness, 80% attack speed, 200% spell effectiveness. So it's an understandably good wand. It's like the difference between your basic, you dungeon crawled and you got the best thing you found for your skill level, but you can loot it off an enemy, versus something you'd only get from a boss fight or a special side quest that's hard to find or start. And then the in-between, you made it yourself, it's pretty cool, but you're not quite max level yet. So from least to greatest, these are my magic wands, my pine, my oak, and my willow. Well, my pine, my daughter's oak, and her mother's unicorn horn willow. So, like always, I really appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate like ratings, but more importantly are your opinions. So feel free to leave comments or suggestions, anything to the like, in the comment section down below. I know this was kind of a lackluster video. I hope I didn't bore you too much this drizzly, late, rainy day. My kids playing in the background. Thank you again for indulging me. No matter what, safety's always first, but seriously, don't lose your imaginations, guys. You can't forget to have fun. Thanks.